techniek.
So, are we back online with Greg?
Ja, nee, moment.
Yes. Sorry, we had some technical problem. We are going to reconnect the stream.
But the noise is coming.
Already back.
Okay.
So sorry for this interruption.
Let's blame it on coronavirus.
Yes, I wanted to say the same. All right, maybe Greg, you could. I don't know when it finished actually, so maybe you could once again do a little introduction to the next beer, and I will take the next beer. Hey, guys, please shut. And I will take the next beer, and we go on.
Okay.
All right. So the next beer.
Yeah, the next beer. Greg, tell us what the next beer is.
So I'll repeat what I said before we got disconnected. So it's a Salamander line. So the hoppy stuff. We really like these kind of beers. Our team has gained a lot of great experience brewing with awesome breweries that specialize in these type of beers. You know, I mentioned Wylam, Track, Northern Monk, Finback, and so on and so forth. So once we do these collaborations, not only we have a lot of fun, but we also exchange a lot of experiences and learn a lot from them. So when we're planning to install the canning line, we wanted to also prepare some awesome beers to put in those cans, and this is one of those beers. So in here we have a double dry hopped double IPA, so kind of a stronger version of an IPA, which was double hopped. And we used three varieties of hops, Citra, Idaho 7, and El Dorado. Idaho 7 is relatively new for us, but we got it just a few weeks before brewing this beer. So it was very fresh, and we heard great opinions about this one, so we were looking forward to trying it. So that's what we did. We used the Vermont Ale yeast, so it's supposed to be hazier. I love the sound of opening a can.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Still can't get used to it. So yeah, let's give it a try. Tell me what you think.
Smells fruity, tropical fruits.
Fruit bomb.
Fruit bomb. And I think it tastes nice because we kind of prepared last night, so we already know what to expect.
We did our homework, don't worry.
Yeah.
I'm glad you did.
Cheers.
Sorry.
Cheers.
Na
zdrowie.
Na zdrowie.
Na zdrowie.
So I also wanted to mention something about the label. So we, with the push of cans, we decided to refine our Salamander line in terms of labels. Before you would only see a Salamander on the right-hand side of a label. And once we started releasing many varieties of Salamander beers, people were getting a little bit confused which kind of beer they were grabbing because they thought it was kind of a one beer only.
Like the
so now, sorry?
Like the Demolen effect.
Yeah, they copied it from us. You're right. So that's fine. Kidding, of course. Greetings to Demolen friends. We know each other very well. So anyway, so part of this redesign is to present a value on the label that we believe in. So now each can will have a graphic designed by our graphic designer that is supposed to represent something that we stand behind. So in this case, it's respect. It's respect. Respecting people, respecting environment, no matter how different they are, no matter what opinions they have. So this is this little picture that we put on this label is supposed to represent that. So hopefully people like our new design and new labels.
I just
Cheers.
have to apologize that I used my cell phone to send messages, but there were some people they were nervous that we were gone for some minutes. And I just had to say, hey, we are back, don't worry. And I got another question. Am I allowed to ask another question to Craig? We had this question actually last time when we made our tasting, but I think Anja and Mark, they were not there at the time. So the question is about the size of the cans. So why is it like 440 milliliters and not smaller or 0.5 or something? Yeah, maybe you can tell us something about it.
Yeah, it's we're also thinking about it quite a bit. I think 330, especially for the Polish market, are too small.
What do you mean with that?
I think you know what I mean.
I know this from Czech Republic that they have the triple IPAs in half liters and they...
Yeah, Baltic
like
Porters,
yeah.
Imperial Stouts,
Yes.
yep, same in Poland. So, and also we wanted to distinguish ourselves a little bit more from other breweries. We try to be innovative, a little bit different. We try to have our own kind of way of doing things. And the 440 milliliters, we've seen a lot in England and a couple of other countries. So we kind of went out of our way to find it. We also wanted the can to look very appealing, so we didn't just get the silver color one, but we wanted it painted in black. Black is one of our main colors in terms of our graphic design. So yeah, that's kind of what we thought would be the best fitting for us, and that's why we chose this site.
Okay, thanks for the info.
This is,
makes sense. I mean,
I guess this is not only a Polish thing, also like these are beers what you mostly share. This is nothing what you drink alone at home. And if you have a small can 0.33, then it's a little bit maybe, you know, for me like a drop on a hot stone.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, people, especially like the lighter beers, they like to have a full glass. So yeah, especially in Poland, we see this trend. We do use 330 milliliter bottles for our stronger beers. We have a line of Baltic Porters, Imperial Stouts. So we put those type of beers into smaller bottles. But the rest of them, we use half a liter bottles and then now 440 milliliter cans.
I think it's a really, really, really nice size. Do we have more questions, or can I ask a question to Craig?
There is a question, but it's not to Craig. If there is today again, if we will do stupid jokes.
Oh,
maybe after the next beer.
We will do it in the later, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, this is like I mean, Franz and Tim. They are more funny than we are. We are more fact based most of the times.
We are not funny at all.
So we only talk about IBUs.
That's not true.
Can design and can you if you can or whatever. But I mean, that's the thing. So maybe some people like the other format better, and some people like this because I mean we call it behind the scenes. Like behind the scenes, that people can like actually or can experience what other people like experience at the moment, or yeah, it's just like information you normally don't really get. I mean, in a tasting you also tell like what brewery, and maybe also you speak a little bit about the design, but it's not like really having somebody really from there, being there, the brewer or the owner of a brewery, telling you the whole story. I think that's like a really, really a great thing. And of course, I mean, of course, some of our people here, they kind of like miss the bar atmosphere, and like some people making stupid jokes or funny jokes or everything together. But I mean, we try to combine like, we try to do like some edutainment, like tell you some facts, have a beer with you together. Okay, I have to tell something. Okay, no, it's okay. We had some other issue. I just need to tell it like in front of everybody. we cannot open this door of the fridge for like longer than 2 minutes because then it makes this noise. And I have to apologize in front of everybody because I tried to fix some noise issue.
But this is also behind the scenes.
Yeah, this is behind the scenes, nothing is perfect. Stupid things happen, maybe not jokes, but stupid things. But I mean, at the end, we kind of like try to feel or to give a feeling to the audience that we're here with you to have a beer. That's why we made this, like that you kind of like see some things of the bar, you see this. And yeah, the rest, I don't know, the jokes. I mean, maybe we, after the next beer, so we're ready for the good jokes.
But also,
yeah, no, I just wanted to add to what you said, because I think we are all missing normal days of hanging out with friends in normal environment, sitting at one table, sharing a good beer or two, or going to to festivals. I mean, I don't know if you remember, but I mean, it's kind of the glass that I have today from Biergeek Madness. We were supposed to see each other at our festival earlier in April, and that had to be postponed, unfortunately. So it was a big bummer because it was supposed to be a great party, 2-day party. We were supposed to have breweries from all around the world, including such great names as Other Half, and so on and so forth. And now we just have to kind of sit at home and hope not to get infected, and no one knows how long it will last. So definitely, especially for our industry, it's something that is affecting us, not only our businesses, ours, yours, but also just a day-to-day living. I mean, we love craft beer because we love hanging out with people. We love people that stand behind these businesses and do these things. So I really hope things will go back to normal. And last year we were talking about coming over to Leipzig, doing an event and doing some food pairing and things like that. We love these kind of events, and I really hope that things will go back to normal very soon. And I'll see you in Wroclaw, and you will see me in Leipzig.
That sounds like a good plan. And I have to say that, we also were kind of sad that we couldn't go like to Wroclaw to the Biergeek Madness. I mean, it's a great name, Biergeek Madness, and we were so much looking forward to it. And also, we actually had planned an event with Poesiat and Citra. It's the next brewery that is going to join us tonight in the talk. We had planned an event like on a Friday night, and then next day on Saturday we actually wanted to go with the people from Poesiat to Citra to Poland, to Wroclaw, to Biergeek Madness. So, and it's kind of like, that's why I'm really happy tonight. That's like my thing, to be happy that we kind of like can combine this. Like we have you here in our chat and your beers, and then the guys we were also supposed to have an event with from Amsterdam in the Netherlands. So this is kind of like we together, like now we are together having a beer. Talk and,
Greg, there's also... sorry.
No, I just wanted to say that, we didn't cancel the festival. We obviously postponed it until October, and all fingers that we have across that things will improve very soon, and we'll be able to have fun at this crazy event called Biergeek Madness.
Yeah, for us it would be the first time, and it's really like sad that this year it's like everything crazy, so many plans. Just from my side, what is another understatement as you talk about the collaborations, that you're doing collaborations with breweries like Willem and so on. Like, sorry, Greg, don't always say that you're a small brewery.
I think you're like in Europe. I'm quite sure. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. That you like doing many or the most collaborations ever in Europe. I mean, you have like with with Deutsche Korbosch from Portugal, with the company from the brewery from Ireland, with Spanish breweries, like all over the place. You like all over, like with Finbag, like you mentioned it already, like Finbag in New York, and and so on and so forth.
So it's time to make a collaboration with some Leipzig brewery.
No, it's definitely part of what we love doing. Just talking to people from the industry, learning from each other, sharing our experiences, hearing about other experiences. And another thing is that beer culture is it's the same but different. Like what we do here in Wroclaw might be slightly different than what you do in Leipzig. And getting together with people from all around the world is just so awesome to share these experiences, to show them our city, or go to their cities and be hosted by those breweries. So we really like it, and we are young business, young brewery. So we still very humble, and hopefully we will remain humble, because there's always somebody smarter somewhere else. So we want to learn from the best. We want to continue improving what we do. We want to have very ambitious plans, and we slowly but surely realizing those plans, those dreams. When we mentioned 6-7 years ago to some people that we were thinking about creating a brewery, it was just a crazy dream. It wasn't even a plan. It was just a crazy dream. People were telling us that we went mad. We lost our heads. But we really believed in this project, and we've been very fortunate enough to surround ourselves with the best team in the world. We have great brewers, we have great packaging team, we have a great bar. You've been to our place, and it's really just a lot of fun to come in to work every day and just share those experiences with them as well. So really hope things will go back to normal, and then we can continue doing what we really like.
Yeah, I really can just confirm this. This is a really nice place, and if you ever go to Wroclaw, you need to visit it. It's a nice tap room. From the tap room, you can view like over the brewery. You can see the tanks. They have a bakery shop where you can buy bread. They have a bottle shop. You can buy things to take away. And for many people, I think many people don't know it, that like the company that built your brewery, Browcon, they also the guys who run the brewery or the brew beers in the name of, or it's called Kampa, and they also make like really great beers in my point of view, really good things, really good guys. We have visited the guys as well, had a great time there. Yeah, so this
also
is
a little bit underestimated.
And it's also a little bit like they nobody really like knows them. Or it's like Kamba, where it's like from Bavaria, whatever, we don't know. But actually, yeah, they have a really great brewery and they make nice things. But I guess there are some more questions.
There is just one feedback that when you say that the Beer Geek Madness will take place in October, so the people say hey, all the beer festivals in Germany are cancelled, so we will all go to to Wrocław.
Yes, please come.
So it seems we have to close down the
party and yes.
And just another question, what is not really a question from the audience, but it occurred somehow. It's about, let's talk a little bit about Untapped as a last point, because I guess the time, we have still like 5 minutes. Do you register your beers by yourself on Untapped, or you leave this on the drinkers who have it first in hand?
We register them ourselves.
Yeah. So everyone can find the beer with the exact amount of alcohol under the exact name.
Yes.
Because some people struggle maybe because of the Demolen effect.
No, it is very important for us. As I was explaining earlier, we were one of the first comers within the Polish craft beer scene. So we had to do a lot of legwork in terms of explaining what craft beer is all about, and we do brewery tours, we do beer tastings, beer and food pairings, and our website is very extensive in terms of what we do in terms of beer knowledge. So Untapped is definitely one of those very popular applications that beer drinkers use. So we want to make sure that information that is out there in terms of beer name, in terms of all the parameters, in terms of a short description, that it is all up to date and it's all accurate. And before we release the beer, new beer, we create all the entries ourselves.
And is there like a untapped entry manager employed for that, or who is in charge?
We have a beer manager that is running taps at our bar. So we use Untapped for Business. It also helps us to communicate to our fans what we have on tap, what we have in bottles. So sometimes he adds it, sometimes I add it. I'm very picky. It's like everything has to be, the way it's supposed to be. So I always double check, and it's very important. We've got a lot of comments on that we're always up to date, and people appreciate it.
Yeah, being up to date is really something important. I agree completely.
All right.
So what you say, Greg? Do you have any questions to us, or?
How are you holding up?
Yeah, we are fighting with the situation. Right now was the question why you don't have a web shop, and we just answered that they have us. Like you have us to spread your beers here.
Absolutely, yes.
So from time to time you send a pallet, and then we will spread it here. So don't worry, German people, we can provide you with Polish beers from Stu Mostów whenever you want.
Exactly. So this question should be to Dr. Hobbs. Why don't you have a web shop?
Well, we're working on it, I guess.
It's not a web shop, but you can order and we deliver. So.
I mean, like next week, is actually our third anniversary next week. So normally we we get 1 year older from in the night to the 1st of May. And normally we have like a big party with friends, like everything is going crazy here, and we have like the band of Lukas playing for every birthday. They call it El Bache and the Gospel Singers. And
nice.
They make like, what do you make? What kind of music you make?
Beer drinkers gospel.
So beer drinkers gospel, I mean, now I leave it up to you to Google what beer drinkers gospel is,
We're looking forward to playing Poland.
I will for sure, yes.
But I mean, it's like, it's a little bit like, I hope I'm allowed to say it, it's a bit like Johnny Cash style of music, but it's really great for a bar.
They copy a lot from us, yes.
Yeah, they copied almost everything from El Bache and the Gospel Singers. And actually these guys are from Nashville, and they always like on a grand back to Nashville tour, but I never make it. And I mean, now with all the pandemic and things, it's, I don't know. But they don't give up the hope. They still hope that one day they make it back to Nashville.
Yeah, maybe in these times the way back to Nashville is not to the west but to the east.
Yeah, nobody knows. So and so we turn 3 years next week, and we have like some ideas like how to still entertain our people. We're gonna have a tasting next week. We're gonna sell beer to take away from tap next week. That's one thing we do. And we kind of like turned into a bottle shop, and we kind of like implemented the online tastings like this ones that are public. And also we do private ones, and it's kind of great how people appreciate it, or really like to have it, because to have some fun, some entertainment, and don't feel like totally like out of everything. So that's all right. I mean, for us it could be worse. It's still okay, I think. I mean, it's tough, but it works.
So happy birthday.
Yes, thank you. And for next week, it's also, we already have like some orders, or they want us to ship the tasting package to some cities in Germany. So that's what next week we kind of like go more and more towards the online shop. And then let's see what's at the beginning of May. Maybe, I don't know.
So next thing what we are going to do is to release also the whole portfolio of Stu Mostów what we got right now. Yesterday was the transport getting here, so it's really something great that we can drink this beer. What was canned 1 week ago, and right
this
now
was canned on Monday, right?
On
Monday, the one.
Yes,
The
double
DIPA.
IPA was canned on Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's great
pretty
that we can
incredible.
have this together and in a virtual way. Of course, this is not the same, but the people will get used a little bit, and then when we get back to the real life, then everything will be crazy, I'm sure.
Let's
Yeah.
see.
Yes.
I'm really sure. So it's up to our drinkers and our guests to finish all the Stu Mostów things what we have right now here. It's a quite range of your portfolio what we have right now here, and if they say we want more, the next pallet could be on the way very soon.
Yeah, and
Please help drink it, please.
it's great. It's great beer, and we have like also in the birthday tasting, what Franz and Tim are going to host next Friday on May 1st. We're gonna also have one of your beer. So I think it's
You want to say which one?
it's the Imperial Wit, because Tim is in love with
nice.
it already. So yeah, we're gonna have it there, and I'm really looking forward to it. And also parts of the beers went to Getränkefeinkost Leipzig. So if you want to get Stu Mostów beers, you can get them in Leipzig. You can get them at Dr. Hobbs or Getränkefeinkost Leipzig from Stefan. He has also got some great stuff, like he got the dark stuff, the barley wine and the nitro stout and so on, and we went more for the funky things like Berliner Weisse, Imperial Wit, Tiki Sour. Like Tiki Sour, I'm really in love with Tiki Sour. I think I drink the rest of it like all on my own.
There was already a request for the Tiki Sour.
Okay.
Everything was brewed according to Reinheitsgebot, right?
Yes, of course, the Tiki Sour with the lactose, of course. No, but this is something ancient, I would say. Okay, Greg, we have another guy from Netherlands waiting in the line, so I hope not to be unpolite to say that we unfortunately have to come to an end just for now, but whenever you come to Leipzig, feel welcome and let us invite you for some beers here.
Of course, it's been an absolute pleasure, and I'm looking forward to either having another tasting like this, or hopefully very soon meeting in person, and we will share some nice beers. Thank you so much, guys. Hang in there, stay healthy, and drink good craft beer.
Meet you in Wroclaw, Leipzig, or in Berlin on a boat.
Stay healthy.
That's right.
Stay healthy too, and say hi to everyone who knows us from Dr. Hobbs, like to Aletta, to Jakub, to what's his name?
Mateusz, and all the people, you know.
Yeah. And
Yes.
hopefully see you in October. I hope that it's possible to do it. I'm not sure, but let's see. I'm
let's hope
confident.
for the
I
best.
stay confident, and that's not one of my core
Competences. All right. So thank you very much.
All right, have a great rest of the evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Greg, bye. Do widzenia.
Bye. Do widzenia. Do zobaczenia.
All right. So everybody should slowly finish the double dry hopped Salamander IPA, because now we're gonna have a modern triple next. It's a small can, all in pink, with the sheep and wolf
So I
and
guess
sheepskin.
we got some information from the background. Todd is already online, so
Hello, Todd.
maybe we will join. Just waiting for the technical professional guy here.
Yeah, but maybe we.
So we can just say that we already see Todd. You cannot see him yet, but very soon.
I can see Todd. So the others cannot see Todd.
They
Okay.
cannot see him.
They don't see him. But he's there. He's there. That's great news.
And in a good mood. Did you already have some beers? You're prepared. You're not sober right now. Oh my God! So we are talking on different levels.
closets all day, so that the first 2 beers I had were needed.
But maybe I have a great idea that we come like a bit like down to the level of Todd. But
Oh no, I'll come up to you.
Don't,
That'll work better.
Yes, exactly. This is better.
No, but
I'll meet up to you guys.
Maybe just Todd, welcome to the stream, and maybe you could just introduce yourself and tell a little bit who you are and what brewery you are representing right now, and what is the what do you want to, and then we talk about the first beer, Modern Tripel.
Yeah. Well, first let me hydrate a little bit, and then I'll get going there.
Exactly. This is the way how it has to be. So maybe I will go also for a beer in the meantime, or what you think? No, just introduce yourself, please.
Yeah, there we. I'll introduce myself. Here we go. So, so my name's Todd. I'm from Brouwerij Poesiat and Citra in Amsterdam Oost. So we opened about 3 years ago. Actually, our third birthday was March 23rd, and we celebrated that by doing nothing.
Okay.
Of
Belated happy birthday
yeah,
from Dr. Hobbs.
Same age.
And then so when we opened up, we started brewing some traditional historic beers that came from one of the largest breweries in the Netherlands from that was around for like 200 years, the Vollenhoven beers. So and that was our extra stout, Prinsessa beer, EIPA, and Falcon Ale are all historic recipes we made. And then we also had a modern line, which is what the Kaintz that we're going to drink is from, as well as, that's our, is that the stout? I can't.
Yeah, this is the extra stout, yeah.
Yeah, so the extra stout. So the extra stout's like our OG beer. That was a brew that was popular in the Netherlands. It was the most popular beer for almost 200 years in the Netherlands before the big green dragon known as Heineken came around. So we brought back that old recipe, and then we also do some more modern brews as well. Like I said, like the Kaintz, but everything kind of about our brewery has a throwback touch to it. So our names for our beers, Kaintz, Smoeling, Muka, those are all old employees of the old Van Vollenhoven brewery. And then our name, Poesiat and Citra, is named after 2 guys from the Van Vollenhoven brewery as well. They were like socialist workers. They invented the workers union and did a bunch of stuff, provided paid sick leave and a lot of things for the workers. They were very socialist things. So we kind of wanted to do these historic beers, bring those back, but also celebrate the guys that kind of made Dutch brewing possible. Of course, I'm not Dutch. I'm from America originally.
There was a question from the audience as well.
Like, whoa, he's got a really weird. Yeah, no, I'm from Portland, Oregon, originally. I've been in the Netherlands for about 2.5 years, so I started 6 months after the brewery opened. So at the brewery we have 6 owners, 6 founders. So 2 of them run our bar and the pub side. 2 of them are responsible for bringing and doing the historical foundation and tracking down all the cool historic stuff for the Van Vollenhoven beers. And they actually started that back in 2012. So they had been doing 2006. They had been doing that for a while. And then we have our head brewer, who is on vacation right now, so he couldn't join us. I asked if he could pop in, but he has terrible internet in his cabin. He's isolating.
His girlfriend was interventing and said, "You have terrible internet."
Yes, exactly.
Because why you blame it on the girls all the time, huh?
Because we know it in this case.
But at least his girlfriend was already here at Dr. Hobbs to have a beer, so she cannot.
That's true. Yeah, she's actually made the effort.
Mean.
Yeah, you know what? Since he's not here to defend himself, you know, he's Spanish, so you can take that into account. He's just siestaing the whole time. No, he's just he's off. It's good. He needs it. I'm glad he's not around to annoy me, so that's awesome. No.
All right.
No, but and then we have another owner partner that helps us out on the brew side. Does all the you know, he's our businessy guy.
Okay, so somebody who's like sales, numbers, controlling. Okay.
But on the brew side, we started out with me, our head brewer Julian, and Martin, and I came on as head of sales for the brewery. And then last year we hired another person. She took over sales for Amsterdam, so we could expand a little bit. And then this year we hired another guy to do retail. So he's hitting up our like grocery or online bottle shops and retailers and stuff like that, which has been very needed in this time, of course. All the retail outlets. But yeah, so we're still on the brew side. We're a pretty small team now. There's 6 of us. We also got 2 guys that come and help us can. Except for right now, we're a little thinned down because of the crisis.
All right.
But yeah, we're a small team, and we've gotten to grow a good amount over the last 3 years, which has been fun to do, and get to experiment more. We got our canning line in April of last year, so we've been canning for a year now. We got a cask Sam's little mobile canning system, which has actually been pretty rad because we've been able to take it to some of the other breweries too here in the Netherlands to help them get some beer out of their tanks because the mobile canners haven't come, you know. But yeah, so let's start talking about the beer, and then it'll be easier to talk about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We are really
So we're gonna have the Kaintz first. So everyone,
so
get this one, put it in your glass. On a special occasion of the day, we put it in the glass of the original brewery.
Yes. So let's say we have not these 2 glasses what we are using right now, but we have another glasses of these, and the 2 people who will first send a comment about that I want the glass into the comments on Facebook or on YouTube. The first 2 will get one of the glasses from the next package what we are selling for next tasting.
Oh.
So yes, Modern Tripel. Cheers. What do we have?
Yeah, so if you guys are drinking it at home, which I hope you are, and keeping up,
no, we are in the office.
Modern Tripel. Oh yeah, there we go. That's our normal pub glass, and then the other one is our historic glass. Yeah.
This is the historical one.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one with the applications more. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm looking at.
And this is the normal pub glass, I guess.
That's the normal one. Yeah. I'm going back and forth from Skype to your YouTube, so I can actually see the video a little bit better. So it's like.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's a lag.
Yeah, the thing is that we kind of like.
So we have to announce the winners already.
Okay.
Michael Wohlauf is the winner number 1, and Max K is winner number 2. Just to note this, you know these people.
I don't need to note it. I know, like I remember.
And Felix Hussenöder is also getting the original one, and who is the next on Facebook will get one of these.
Okay. All right.
If
I remember.
you guys can send me those people's names too, so if they come to the brewery, I'll fill that glass with beer.
All right.
They will bring their own glass what they want right now.
Yeah, it'd be like, I was that guy that won it on Facebook. All right, cool, man.
On Facebook already.
Yeah, so the Kaintz Modern Triple, of course, you know, we needed to make a triple. It wasn't a style we were super keen to, and our head brewer wasn't super keen to, so he was like, all right, I'm gonna try to make a triple but not make a triple. It was kind of his background on that. So we did a couple things different. We ended up using an English yeast instead of a Belgian yeast, which is one part. Let me pull up the brew sheet too, so I have it in front of me. And then we actually used Sriracha Ace for the hops.
Really?
So Japanese Sriracha Ace, which is that like real lemony.
I read that already, and it's one of his favorite hops.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, so we find that it gives it, you get all the triple kind of sweetness in there, but it's really easy drinking. It's not really heavy to drink, and so we called it a modern triple too, so we didn't get purists telling us that we made a really shitty triple, you know.
Yeah.
So we can say, well, it's a modern triple, so it's its own thing. But yeah, it's one of our better sellers in the cans. It does really well for retail for us, but it is a dangerous beer. I love taking it to beer festivals.
I wanted to say that it's dangerous. Yes.
It's super dangerous. It's 8% and it drinks like it's a pale ale that's like 5%, no problem. It's sweet. It goes good in the summers. It's fun at festivals because we got people coming in, especially these little Dutch blonde 23-year-old girls that get like they come back for like 6 of them, and then you see them falling over and things like that. So it's a fun beer to have around. What's up?
It's a little bit like Oktoberfest then.
Yeah. It's just any day of the week. I have never been.
Okay.
I need to come. Yeah, I feel like I'd rather just go to like a small town somewhere and drink at the local bar on that same like time period.
Yeah.
And get drunk with some old like angry fat dudes. I think would be
but I think
much more.
Every triple is like dangerous. I think it's a really traditional Belgium style beer that always tastes not that boozy or not that strong, and some people say that like Westmalle triple is the really original one, or that Westmalle had invented it. We also have it here at the bar, and it's also kind of easy drinking, and it has like 9.2% of alcohol. So it's all very I think all triples are very, very dangerous.
Just
Just
one thing to make it official. Michael Bo is the last winner of the 4th class.
Okay.
Just for having it official right now here.
Sorry
for interrupting.
But now I maybe really need to write it down. Yeah?
No, we have it here. It's okay.
I think Lukas and.
Or we have to see just the stream once
Lukas and.
I like how no one's gonna get these glasses.
No,
hammered by the end of it. They're like, somebody, all these people got these glasses.
But I don't remember who gets what or.
Yeah, we just can. Don't worry.
Yeah, I will write it down for a second. And you guys entertain the audience.
Maybe the technician can give us some piece of paper and like we do. We do analog, you know.
Yeah.
We're old school.
You don't lose the analog.
Even drinking from glasses.
Yeah. Just don't put it in your pocket and wash the pants, and then because then you're screwed.
Yeah, exactly. And then we cannot remember it again.
Yeah, exactly.
Todd,
so you're a fan of this beer, Lukas. I think you were drinking it the other day too, yeah?
Like, let's say, I have to say that I'm not really a friend of Belgian beer styles. This is not really my thing. But if I find a beer which is really well done in this kind of style, as this one is, as a modern triple, this is really convincing me. I don't like beers which are just and only sweet and bready and more chewing than drinking. But this one is really like fresh. You feel a little bit the sweetness. It's very sweet, but compared to other beers, but for the style is not as sweet as other triples are. So this is really easy drinking and dangerous, as you say.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big triple guy either. I'm not.
Welcome.
It's not one of my favorite styles, but with this beer too, I find because it's got such a dry, clean finish.
Mm-hmm.
I've found myself getting pictures of it at our bar every once in a while we're playing darts or something, because it can, like on a nice hot day, it's super refreshing.
With 8%,
which
yeah.
I feel like I feel like with some other triples, you get a little weighed down.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a different taste. So the guys that love their triple Carmelite and things like that are a little bit more, strict with it. But I think for a modern take, I think like it's a good, especially for people that are, I don't know, still kind of craft, on the fence about craft beer, drinking. They're all still on the Pilsner thing. It's a good one. It's a good gateway beer, I think. And even though it's 8%, it's yeah.
No,
yeah.
This is just one thing. What is from our side? We are doing a bar, and this is always that you have to present the beers, and of course everyone has his personal style. What you like, what you don't like, and as you say and I say that we are not the triple guys, but you can say that this triple is something like this, or this triple is something like this, and I really have to say that this is one of my favorite triples from now on.
So now
because the only one what I would repeat.
That's nice. Now I have that. I recorded that, so I can use that as black and white later. Thank you for that. I'm gonna keep that around.
Yeah, we can send you a testimonial about it.
Yeah, maybe I will do a blood test after this, and then they say that I already have 1 point whatever alcohol.
But
so.
Oh yeah.
You cannot go.
You'll get out of it. You'll be like, nah, I was.
But maybe you can.
Cool.
Maybe you can tell us something about the guy on the.
Yeah.
On the can.
So this is Sebastian Kaintz, and so like I said, all of our beers are named after old employees of the original brewery that closed in was again opened from 1730 to 1945, the Wroclaw brewery. And so he was actually the head brewer. He made a lot of the historic recipes that we've recreated today. But he was fired for being an alcoholic. So the reason we made this triple and named it after him was he was German guy. But we said we want to make a beer that an alcoholic would drink or get fired for, I guess.
This is this guy. Okay.
So really good. So we could picture him, working all day, making stouts and making his Princessa beer and coming home to his home brew, and it's like a 9%, melt the wall, paint off your wall kind of beer. So that's why we named this beer after Kaintz. And he was kind of, we take a little bit of liberty with the characters. Because we have some historical knowledge about the guys, but he actually had a newspaper clipping about how they had fired him because he was drunk, so that was kind of a funny. But we were able to kind of expound on that, and so in our mind, he's this kind of wolf in sheep's clothing kind of dude.
Okay,
He's,
okay. I wanted to ask about the
brewer,
design. Okay.
Yeah, so he kind of, he'll be his normal brewer thing, and then all of a sudden he has a couple Kaintz when he goes home and gets like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde rage and starts tearing down the walls and stuff.
I got a comment right now from the audience that if you want to use something in front of the court against me, I have a very good lawyer.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I guess this is
Thanks.
from, the message is from Till.
Oh, it's from the family, yes.
Okay.
So you're already getting pro bono like law help. They're gonna help you regardless.
It's not really pro bono. We pay in beer,
Oh, okay.
And with our soul, most
I think
of the
that's
times.
called that's called pro bureau, I think.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you were listening like earlier, but like some people or like some of our guests, they were missing like the stupid jokes, because when like Franz and Tim, like our co-workers doing the tasting, they more focus on really like how the beer smells and everything, and they're like making tons of jokes, and so I don't know, maybe you're the guy. I have the feeling you're the guy who can make up for the stupid joke.
Can you tell us the worst joke you know?
What define worse? Because this can go either way.
Don't worry. Wait.
Well, I know. So I think I won't repeat any of these, but we went to we took a little quick Germany trip and went to Cologne, and as a brewery. And on the way back, we were all hungover, and the entire time I was just rattling off like quick knock jokes, some quasi racially insensitive jokes, some sexist jokes, things like that, in our whole group. But I don't know, worst beer. Oh, I got a bad like hipster beer joke. Okay, why did the hipster drink warm beer?
Okay, tell me.
Because he had it before it was cool, man.
all right.
So there you go. There's
okay,
your bad,
maybe this will satisfy some of our audiences who is waiting for flat jokes all the time.
People are turning off the YouTube now.
all right.
Nice, man.
So
then, so I guess a little bit more about the brew house and what we're kind of doing. So people outside of the Netherlands probably don't really know us because we haven't started a lot of export. So actually, you're one of the first places to get some beer outside the Netherlands. We sent a couple to the UK for the Great British Beer Fest last year.
Can you repeat this, please,
but that
once
was
again
the only
for
other
our audience, that they are really one of the first ones in Germany?
We looked all over Europe for the best place to send our beer for the first time, and it was like the heavens opened up and there was a ray of light that shined on Dr. Hops. And so, like Arthur searching for the Holy Grail, we called up Dr. Hops and begged to get our beer over. And you guys said,
Todd, to be honest, who else to choose than the doctor of the hops? Yeah, so.
That's true, yeah. We wanted to make sure our beer would be taken care of, you know. But no, it's really cool, and like you guys were saying, I tuned in a little bit, and I was supposed to come up. We were supposed to go to Wroclaw and go to the beer festival, which that's a bummer. Yeah, you guys were supposed to come up and come to the brewery and crash on my couch.
You should be here these weeks somehow, I guess. When was the plan for the tap takeover here? It was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago or a week. Yeah. So Corona's just going around messing everything up. It's a terrible beer. It's an even worse disease.
But even right now, I would prefer to drink a Corona beer than to have this shit around.
That's for sure. Yeah, I would drink a whole 1,000 liters of Corona to get rid of Corona. I would do my part.
Question. As soon as Stine will be back, she is right now on a mission inside the behind the beer scenes thing. She's
I'm
there.
back.
I already splashed my glass with water, and maybe we could. I don't know if you already finished your beer. If you didn't finish it yet, then you're ready to slow.
I mean, he's not Kaintz, so
he's not Kaintz.
He's Todd. He's not Sebastian, he's Todd.
But you, with your prejudgments that Americans drink always just the water beers, like...
I didn't say that.
Well, you said it when you have not been here. So...
Oh, there we go. I'm caught up now.
So are you ready for the next one?
But what?
Yeah, let's do the next one.
The next one for our audience will be the, like in German we say, Ausknipser. This is a beer what is turning off the light in the end of the evening, because it's kind of heavy stuff, I would say.
It's a heavy beer, for sure. So we're going from 8 to 8.5%. At least that's what it says on the label. I'll leave it at that. And it's our Happy New beer. So
I will go to get one.
But yeah, Lukas will go to the fridge to get the next beer.
Oh, he has to go get a beer.
I have to ask you. I mean, did you prepare the song for the beer? Does it work, or do we just talk about it?
Explain all that, or should we just play the song? Weirdness factor. So let's see. I think we said if I shared my screen, this works. So let's try this. Now I feel like my mom using social media. Here we go. We're going to share screen.
So next beer.
Start sharing.
Or
you guys got my screen?
Start.
All right.
All right, I'm back as well.
Let's see. Are you guys checking out my SoundCloud page now here?
I forgot it.
No, but is it showing up on the feed? I just shared screen, maybe. I don't know. Everything froze.
No, we cannot see it. We cannot see it. But maybe we can put the link then on our website somehow to...
yeah, and then people can listen to it afterwards. So, sorry guys, sorry that
yeah, so, well...
So,
yeah, so... I guess long story short, just to kind of tell you guys what's up with this beer and why we're messing around with screen sharing. So we made this. This is a brand new series. The first one in it, it's called our Poetry of Hangovers. So when you Google translate Poesiat and Kater, you get Poetry and Hangover, or some other things. And so we made this idea for this series, and they're all supposed to be kind of more high ABV, more extreme kind of beers to kind of get going. So this one is a double or triple dry hop double IPA at 8.5%.
Triple dry hop double IPA. That means the TDH or something like
TDH
DIPA.
Probably on the can, or
yes. It's terrible to pronounce in this stage what we are right now.
I feel it's still alright, but
that's kind of the fun.
And also, Todd, I prepared, because I like to drink beers sometimes with sweet stuff. I will drink the extra stout later. That I enjoyed it, but because we have you here, I prepared something. I think I have to tell.
Is that something?
Yes, it is. Look, and it perfectly fits the glass, but it doesn't make it hot. I mean, it's like, but maybe you can see it a little bit,
Yeah, you don't want to. Well, you could maybe melt that and then dip it in and see if that tastes any good.
No, please don't dip it in.
I'm all for experimentation.
Okay.
I'm all. Yeah, man. No, but I'm pretty excited about this beer in this series. We're gonna release 5 beers this year in the Poetry of Hangover series, and they're all in the 44s. So this guy, we actually just sold out. You guys had the last of the beer, so look at that.
From some beers we have the first, from some we have the last.
Yeah, you had the last. Well, it went quick enough even with the Corona nonsense. But
yeah, these as well.
And we're gonna brew the next beer probably in a couple weeks. It's called Skapentit,
right.
or if you translate that, that's sheep's tit. Yeah, so we're gonna make a strawberry vanilla. What is it? Strawberry banana vanilla milkshake IPA with goat's milk.
Oh, that sounds really, really crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of the point of this. And then after that, we're gonna make a Goza with an imperial. So we're gonna try to make like an 8% Goza and then put
May I interrupt you?
Glitter in it.
We're the city of
Yeah.
Goza, as you say it, but I think we call it Goza, just to let you know.
Well, no, there's the GOSE, right? And then the GEUZE.
GOSE.
Yeah, but the other one.
There's another one.
GEUZE, right? Am I stupid? No, a Chalza. It's a type of lambic, but you're right. We're gonna make it.
Okay. Then you know it better, but it's similar, but it's different. Okay, it's like GEU ZE. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Anyways, no worries. Thanks for correcting me. Come on.
No, I mean, I don't know. I have
No,
some
I'm
Dutch
joking.
friends
No,
that
you're all right.
correct me if I say things wrong, you know, if I try to say it correct and then, or, yeah, so I kind of like want to do it to others, but I always fail, so I don't know.
What
Huh?
what's the number one word that Dutch people mispronounce in German
The number
the most?
one word that Dutch people pronounce in German the most. Puh.
Like
Like
wrong.
wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a story from a friend. Um, so if you don't know your way around about a neighborhood because you're not familiar with the neighborhood,
Yeah.
you say something like in Germany you say something like ich kenne mich hier nicht aus. It means like I don't know my way around, and he said ich bin hier nicht bekannt, which means I'm not famous here. But it's hard to explain, you know. It's like, but in German language, you can mix it up. So maybe he just listened to it because I told him that we're gonna be like having beers with you tonight, and he's living in the Netherlands, so and he knows some German. So I don't know. Maybe it's funny, but maybe not.
I think if I'm ever lost again, I'm just gonna go up to someone and be like, "Excuse me, I'm not famous here. Can you tell me how to get
Yes.
to
Yeah,
whatever?"
it's a good point.
I think that's a much better way to say it. Yeah. I don't know my way around. No. This place doesn't know its way around me. That's how you have to approach it.
Okay, Lukas is back, so we can say cheers.
yeah.
Sorry,
cheers,
I already
Todd.
took
Cheers to
a
having your
sip
beer.
because, you know.
Cheers to
Gross, yeah.
the series. What you can read here. The poetry of hangovers.
So this
Poetry hangovers.
recipe was invented in your kitchen, you say?
Yeah, so well the whole series. So every November, me, our head brewer Julian, and our second brewer Martin, we get together. I make some dinner, and we sit around and we have a bunch of beers, and then we do our planning for the whole year. It's kind of a little tradition that we've come, and then this came out of that, this series, and it was kind of just us saying, hey, let's have a lot of fun, because we did a lot in the last 2 years, you know, bringing back the Vavohoven beers, and then also starting our core line with the Kaintz and the Muka and the Little Smuling and the Smuling. And so we said, okay, now we need to add some crazy stuff and experiment a lot more. So this Poetry of Hangovers is all experimental series. We're hoping by the end of the year, so we're doing, like I said, 5 beers in total. The last one, we're going to try to make a above 20% stout without icing it.
Mm-hmm.
So no
frozen
ice box,
and-
you know, stout kind of thing. Yeah, we're not going to do that. We're going to just play with yeast. Our head brewer is a PhD in microbiology. So he, if you want to follow him on social media, he's
Captain Yeast. We have at Dr. Hobbs, we have Professor
So we
Yeast.
got Dr. Hop and Captain
We have a
Yeast.
Professor
Yeah.
Yeast.
But
It sounds like they
also.
sound like they're
Okay, no.
wrestlers. Yeah.
Really?
The
Oh,
captain.
It's like they're wrestlers. We got to have them fight or something.
a battle.
But yeah, you can follow him, and I've been bugging him, and we're gonna do some more stuff on his social, answering brewing questions and like helping to learn you how to brew better at home and stuff like that. So you guys can start checking that out. We'll share it on our social media and stuff too. But yeah, so we came up with this. This is kind of our fun, like let our hair down, do some crazier stuff, and to go along with it. Our second brewer, Martin, is a very very well-spoken, articulate, artsy guy, and he likes to write poems and stuff sometimes. He calls them beerscapes for some of the beers we brew, and he wrote a beerscape for this beer. And I actually, yeah, so I have a degree in jazz performance, actually. And so we got together, and I put some weird, I arranged some kind of weird ambient techno music. It was supposed to work with the QR code, but we messed that up because we're not good with technology. But the next one we'll get. The next one we'll get. Yeah, so if you go to SoundCloud and look up our brewery, you can find the song for Happy New Beer. And then Martin, our second brewer, has been so kind to create a playlist to go along with that. So if you're having a night where you're drinking some big beers, we got a playlist set up for you over on our SoundCloud page.
All
so
right.
probably, I think
that's what for the after show,
we're
for the after show party.
For the after show. I feel like where does the after show go there where the show didn't go?
Yes.
Because I think when I tuned in, it was like how big was that beer from Poland that you got, that double dry hop? How big? What was the ABV on that guy?
7.6.
And the one before that?
6.2, I would say. Like we really increased the alcohol right now. So
Well,
this is really
like a 6,
how would
7,
you say
8, 9.
in English, in Oregon English, the Ausknipser?
The last one that switches off the light.
Oh,
Like the Undertaker or the-
well, the nightcap is what you would have. Like you'd have a nightcap.
Okay.
That's not like the last
Is
one.
it-
That's like
This is also a
it's-
song,
no, I
isn't
guess
it?
I guess it's about the beer. What is really, if you drink it, then it is the last. Not the last what you drink, but if you drink it, then it is the last.
I mean, I guess you'd say it's the final nail in the coffin.
Ah,
Which is
The final nail
kind
in
of
the coffin.
poetic.
Oh, there we go.
Hey Todd, one question. If you're talking about design
Yeah.
and art and jazz and whatever, can you tell something about the label? Because I was having this empty can today on my kitchen table, and my flatmate asked me, you have colored beers, and then he realized when he was like turning around the can that there's a picture on it. What do you want to say with that?
Yeah, man. So actually, this is really cool. If you guys, did you get our new box? Did any of the beer come in a white box?
White box?
No.
I just know the black box.
No. Okay, so you didn't get the new box. Yeah. So okay, we have. So one of our buddies is an artist, or actually a really very professional, like well-known guy doing some good work. His name is on the back of the can, but he did this label for us, and it has Bart and Claus, Bart Poesiat and Claus Cotter, the guys we named our brewery after, and we told him that there are no rules; he can do whatever he wants.
Dangerous.
And this whole series, the whole series is going to be whatever our artists. So we're using a different local artist or like street artists or guys we know for every can of this series. And the next one, the only rule actually is that they have to put Bart and Claus on there in their own artistic way. So they can mess with the guys our brewery is named after as much as possible. And they're on our coasters too, the Vilt that you guys have. It's the two old guys on that. So
Okay.
that's his interpretation and some fun. The next one is insane looking. I already have the label and it looks like an acid trip.
Do we have
So
it here?
I'm
This one?
really looking forward
What's
to
the
having
name
that.
of it? Yeah?
The next beer is called Skapentit.
Okay. What does it mean?
So
Okay,
sheepstick.
this one. It was like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, milkshake
And
IPA.
when is it?
Yeah, Imperial milkshake IPA.
When you will release it?
That one will be out. So we just this week we brewed our like spring May seasonal called Dos Burros, which was made by our second brewer. That's out May 14th, and then the second of this series will be out probably end of May or beginning of April. So in about 4 weeks or so. Which you can, anybody out there, we do ship to like all over Europe, so you can hit it up.
Okay, we found the song.
On our- Oh, you got the song. Oh crap. Okay, here we go. This is by Martin and instrumentals by myself.
Okay.
So, is it gonna work?
Like I can hear it.
I can hear it. I can hear it.
Can we hear it?
No.
No, we cannot hear it. So
Okay.
Maybe let's
Oh,
leave
for
this.
the after show.
Let's
For the
leave
after
this
show.
for the after
Everybody
show.
for the after show.
Habt ihr ihn gehört?
Yes. Todd, you're still there, yeah?
Yeah, I'm still there. Can you see me? Yeah. Yeah.
Serve furniture
but maybe.
and/or calling toilets. Who can tell what else can?
What's that?
They say something about toilets in the song.
Break the rhythm. break the
Toilets?
rhythm.
Toilets?
You forgot how to
No.
how to talk.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
But we have for sure the right song, don't
They
worry.
forgot how to talk. You can help.
I believe you. I believe you.
What master plans these plans?
Okay, cool. Okay. Well, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry
People
about it.
can-
Yeah, you can download it. You can download
You can
it.
tell what one can.
Just one thing, our lawyer is right now watching. If we would like to use this song for some videos or whatever, would you give your permission right now?
One can sing.
I mean,
double
we are
glass.
gonna have to charge our standard fee, which is a bench in the bar to sleep on when we come there. We get too drunk and get too drunk. So, but
You
after
get it,
that,
you get it.
after
Maybe
that,
we
that's
could
fine.
tell the technician
Yeah.
that he could turn off right now. Thank you. Yes, of course. But I guess we should do something with the song because I think that it has some potential in beer business, even in Leipzig.
With the song.
With the song,
We
yes.
will put it in Dr. Hop's playlist.
If we can make this a number one hit in Germany, if you can get me Leipzig radio play with this song,
Okay, Dan?
We have very small radio
Dan?
stations here. It's possible.
Yeah. If you want to make a music video that is completely strange, like most German music videos I've seen, you go for it. I believe in you guys.
Yeah, we will.
We will do
think
our
about
best.
something.
We will do our best. So
Hey Todd,
questions?
we're-
Questions?
yes, questions, and
Questions for Todd?
we already are 10:30. That means that we have to slowly get to the after show party. There's one question what was really from the beginning because some people are more interested in your provenience than in beers. Now, Paul, sorry.
Okay.
But the question for you is ducks or beavers?
Ducks or beavers? Oh man. Okay, so so I went to Portland State, so I am a neither. I'm a Viking, and the football team sucks. So if I'm rooting ducks or beavers, though, I think my in-laws will kill me, and my wife might actually come in and hit me because she's also from Portland. I'm gonna have to say ducks all the way there.
Just
you gotta
survive,
support.
Todd.
You gotta
Please
support
just survive,
Nike.
because always when we are on Skype, you are getting killed by your wife. So what is wrong?
And she very much would never kill me. She's very sweet. She's a very nice and patient woman.
You have
So-
to say this right now in front of the camera. Yeah. No. Just
Yeah,
kidding. Just kidding.
Again, please use this if I am found dead.
This is the deer talking out of me right now. So.
Sure. No, but yeah, no, ducks all the way. I actually yeah. So do you guys know what that question is about?
So the feedback is go ducks.
Go ducks. Okay.
So the
we
answer
got
was
we
right.
got an alum.
I guess.
Yeah. Well, do you know what the question is regarding?
Tell me. Like he will know and you will know. Me not. I'm just a messenger.
Yeah, it's college football.
Kill the messenger.
Yes, of course. It's about football. This is clear.
Yeah.
But who,
Yeah,
who,
okay, I was
who
just
raised
making
the
sure.
question? Who?
The power. This is.
Yeah, but then you should talk to Tim, and then they can have a private conversation with Todd for like 1.5 hours and like 5 Kaintz and 5 happy beers, and at the end it's, I don't know. I mean, Todd would have had the conversation already like 2 weeks ago, when it would have been possible that he could have been here, he, like Todd and Tim, Todd would have been talking to Paul and Tim about all
Todd
this,
and Paul and Tim and
about
Greg
all the football issues and whatever. And I think you would love the guys, and the guys would love you, and all would be fine. Nobody would call anyone, and so yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna put this out there. Not a huge American football fan. Gonna throw that on the table. I like ice hockey, and I like actual football, where you're but American football's all right. It's all right, but yeah. So just to put that out, just to ruin the whole argument that we would get along over football. You know what? Ducks, Beavers, they're both terrible. I hate football. Get it out. There we go.
Hey, Paul, did you hear this?
Yeah, I'm coming for you, Paul. I'm coming for you.
All right. So, Todd, what do you say? As soon as possible, will you be here to repeat, or not repeat, but to get happen the postponed tap takeover and do some great shit?
Yeah, as soon as stuff's open, man, we'll bring the team. We'll all come. We'll all be super annoying and drink all your beer.
That's what we've expected anyway.
If you want to drink all of our beer, we are not. We will not complain about that. Don't worry.
Yeah, I mean, we're not gonna pay for it, but we will drink all of it.
For this, we get your song, and we will get famous with that.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you have all.
It's like a win-win situation, you know. It's, We prepared. Don't worry.
I do want to say though, just so I remember to say it. So we do have a web shop. I heard that the other guys didn't. You guys don't. And it does now ship all over Europe. So if you guys want to get something, you can hit up on that. Although you should just tell Dr. Hops to buy the beer, and I'd rather send it to them and you support your local places instead of buying it from us. So if you can do that, do that. That's the good one. And then in November, we always throw Stout Fest. It'll be our third year throwing Stout Fest of all stouts. So we had like 23 taps, I think, this last year, 22 taps, all stouts, one-day festival in Amsterdam. Even if we can't throw the festival at the brewery because of all the lockdown nonsense, we're going to come out with a Stout Fest pack that you can buy from the web shop with all the breweries that we're collaborating with and putting together stuff with, and then we'll do a digital Stout Fest.
We have to talk to our neighbor. He's a big Stout fan, so.
Hell yeah. Well, I want to hear. Yeah, we'll have him come down and drink the Stout.
He's watching right now. Hello, Stefan. And he was the guy who brought Kaintz the first time to Dr. Hops, actually. Yeah.
Oh.
This is the connection in this case.
Yeah. Well, if he's look at this guy. So he's my hero. He's the guy I like. Yeah. I felt like I stalked you guys via Untappd because I'll scroll through Untappd once a week and find bars that I didn't know that had our beer. And then I think I sent you guys like a message like, where did you get this? What's going on?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's what happened. Yeah. So it's all Stefan's fault.
Good guy. His fault. Okay, Todd. Yeah. I would say we have to maybe.
Are there more questions? I don't know. Are there more questions? Otherwise, we can like wrap it up.
Are there more questions? If anybody has questions about the brews, I got the brew sheets in front of you. I can answer some questions about that if you guys want to know what we put in it.
There's already some orders coming in from this evening. So this is the questions we have to work tonight to solve the orders.
I can tell everyone what we have here if it's not on Untappd yet.
We can. Yes, this was one of the flat jokes.
Okay, maybe I can show you like we have.
Yes, we can.
I mean, we have the Kaintz, we have the Happy New Beer, and we have some others.
No, just you don't have to show it because everyone knows that we have it.
Okay, because it's on Untappd. We put it on Untappd already.
Guys. Show us your can.
From Sunday on, everything
will be
on Untappd, our portfolio, everything from Stu Mostów, all the portfolio from Poesiat and Carter and everything. So
Yeah.
You guys ordered some stout, didn't you? You guys got some stout,
yes,
right?
We did.
Yeah, someone asked if we could send some of the
The
stout
extra
kits
one.
for
The
the
extra
stout fest.
stout.
I was noticing on the chat. Yes, we can send some of those 24-pack stout kits to Dr. Hops too. Person in the chat that
Yeah,
asked.
everything will be like a question of next week. How the people will like all the beers and buy, like, how to say this in English, to bite the last piece of meat off the bones from Dr. Hops and buy all the beers.
They will eat us up.
Like, let's say we have a lot of great stuff right now here. Not everything is yet on Untapped available because we need to have something for next week, and it arrived yesterday. So hit up the web shop.
So are you guys doing home delivery
Yes,
then?
yes.
That's the
We have to
the
fight
deal?
with that. Yes.
Are you allowed to open back up a little bit because of all
Not
of
yet.
the? No, but
Not
some
yet.
areas are.
We're just
right?
doing like we're selling bottles and cans for takeaway, and because next week is our 3rd year anniversary, we're also gonna sell some beers from tap, like just to take away in like a 1 liter box. And
cool.
yeah, that's a plan where we cannot open, like it's not possible.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I just remembered. Sorry, I'm going to plug one more thing. Monday is Koningsdag here in the Netherlands.
yeah.
It's King's Day. And we're doing from 3 to 4 on our Facebook Live bingo game.
All right.
Where the company Beerwolf.com, the web retailer Beerwolf, which I think also exists in Germany, is donating some prizes for us to be able to give out to winners.
Something like
I'm
this?
not sure if it's only exclusive. Yeah, something like I think it's gift certificates to our brewery and stuff like that. So if you're bored from 3 to 4 on Monday, or you just want to stop working on Monday and you're in Germany, join us for bingo. Me and our head brewer.
Bingo.
We're gonna be spinning the thing and reading. Yeah, so if you're over the age of 70.
Oh, okay, I'm out.
Okay, we have to play together then. We maybe get over 70.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. So, Todd, thank you very much for coming here, virtual way.
Super fun. Yeah, super fun.
I hope that you enjoyed, and I hope that our friends will enjoy your beers next week, and already what they bought today and what they had today in the tasting. So let's see this as let's do a quotation from a movie, and who is the first who will put a comment in the comments will get another glass. This is
Don't be so generous with the classes.
let me do that. Sorry. Right now I have here the yeah. So the quotation is, maybe this is a beginning of a great friendship. I don't know how.
It's from a song.
It's from a movie.
From a movie, okay.
From a movie, but maybe in English it is different in the original.
And you didn't make this up.
I didn't, like, I know this with German, with the German. In German it is, this song is from the 50s.
Are you sure
the
this
movie is
might
from
be
the
the
50s,
beginning
so
of a
sorry.
beautiful friendship?
It's very old.
Sorry.
But the people
I think-
who know, they will know, and who is doing the first comment, he will get the glass and the t-shirt.
The orange
Oh.
t-shirt.
All right? Like, that this could be the beginning of a
Koningsdag.
great friendship.
I think I think the English translation is this.
Okay.
This is the
Ulrike
beginning.
has already won. So it's
Okay.
Casablanca for
Yeah,
sure.
with Casablanca. Yeah.
De puta madre for your friend.
For
Julian.
Julian.
I'll tell him you said that. Yeah, I'll tell
All
him.
right, all right. I guess we have to say goodbye.
Yeah, because we are ready for the after show party, and we
We-
want to listen to the song.
I want a live stream on your Insta of you guys dancing
Okay.
to the music.
Maybe we will do that. Okay.
Okay.
Maybe we will be crazy about this enough. Maybe some other modern triple, and we can get the level of alcohol.
There you go, man.
Right.
Yeah, there you go. And if anybody wants to say a quick what's up at me, you can also just send me a message over our Instagram. You can DM me via Instagram. I always respond to those, so you can hit me up on that. So cool. Thank you guys.
Hey,
Super fun.
you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah,
Hey,
bros.
Prost, yes. Bye bye.
Prost.
Have a lot of fun.
Dankjewel, dankjewel.
And don't get killed. Don't get killed.
I won't get corona, man. All right.
Bye,
See you
ciao.
guys.
So, I hope everybody. Ich hoffe mal, jeder hat das letzte Bier ausgetrunken und ist vorbereitet für die Aftershow-Party. Möchten wir noch was erzählen? Wie war das noch? Wir haben noch einen Abspann vorbereitet. Frage in die Runde? Nee, haben wir nicht? Weiß nicht, ich dachte, da kommt
Ja,
noch ein
spielen wir
Video.
den Vorspann nochmal als Abspann und wir sagen erstmal
Ach so.
Tschüss.
Ja, genau. Achso, nee, wir müssen noch sagen, bis nächste Woche. 1. Mai, Tasting mit Tim und Struppi, Donnerstag, wahrscheinlich ein Kneipenabend, Infos folgen.
Samstag
Samstag,
noch was Geileres.
Party mit Songs von Poetry and Hangover. Lasst euch überraschen, okay? Also dann erstmal auf Wiedersehen und bis demnächst.